And Muhammad, peace be upon him, he was a spiritual genius. We humans, we're habitual creatures. Travel with intention. Let yourself be changed.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Syahadat bukan sekadar ucapan, melainkan sumber segala orientasi hidup seorang muslim. Dan sholat hadir sebagai pengingat, sebuah tombol riset rohani agar manusia tidak pernah terputus dari Sang Pencipta. Itulah intisari dari ceramah Dr. Mellon Kennedy di video part 1.
Di video part 2 ini, kita akan melanjutkan perjalanan makna tersebut. Bersama Dr. Mellon Kennedy, kita akan menyimak penjelasan tentang rukun Islam ketiga, rukun keempat, dan puncaknya rukun kelima.
Kita mulai dari uraian tentang zakat, instrumen pembersih harta dan jiwa, sekaligus fasilitas pembentuk harmoni dan stabilitas.
Islam also reminds us to always be concerned about those who are less well off than ourselves. Over and over in the Quran it says, be concerned about the widows and orphans. Be generous. I brought some soup as a symbol of generosity, giving, donating to food banks, giving to people who need food. I think about Muhammad almost like a social genius. He himself was an orphan. By the time he was 6 years old, he had already lost both his parents. He knew marginality. He knew it. And what happens when there is imbalance in a society where there are some who have a lot and some who don't have enough? What happens here? Those who don't have enough are suffering, aren't they? Out of their lack of nutrition, food, healthcare, hygiene, educational opportunities, they suffer. And in their suffering, they may experience illness. Their illness doesn't stay there, does it? It spreads to the rest of the people. And in their need, they may choose to engage in criminal activity just to try to put food on the table. And that destabilizes the whole society when you have some without and some with too much. And what about the people with too much? Greed is spiritual bankruptcy. We cannot know well-being in our hearts when we are surrounded with too much while others are suffering. It creates instability. And Muhammad, peace be upon him, he was a spiritual genius, saying, let's bring it back into balance. Let's give. Let's be generous. And this is the third pillar of Islam, zakat, generosity.
Masya Allah, penjelasan yang luar biasa. Pandangannya bahwa Nabi Muhammad sebagai seorang jenius spiritual sekaligus sosial, dan ini diucapkannya sebanyak 2 kali, mengindikasikan kekagumannya terhadap sosok Rasulullah Shallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Bahkan di kesempatan lain dalam ceramah dengan tema yang sama, Dr. Mellon menyebut bahwa Nabi Muhammad Shallallahu Alaihi Wasallam adalah seorang tokoh besar yang selain mampu menghadirkan keharmonisan di antara manusia, juga sukses menciptakan stabilitas di tengah masyarakat dengan menghilangkan gap antara yang kaya dan yang miskin, antara lain melalui kewajiban zakat, rukun Islam yang ketiga.
And I love too that Islam invites us to take a break from our habits. We humans, we're habitual creatures. We just are. We do something once, we do it again, we just do. How many of you are sitting in the same seat you always sit in today? That's okay, nothing wrong with that. We're creatures of habit. And if the habit's a good one, like brushing your teeth, wonderful. It strengthens you. Your habits can raise you up to give you strength and clarity to live your life on purpose with integrity. Or your habits can pull you down. To take a break from your habits, because what happens when you try to take a break from your habit, when you try to stop reaching for whatever it is and you cannot? What is it for you? Coffee? Sugar? Alcohol? Drugs? Sex? Shopping? Your cell phone? Your tablet? Gossip? What is it for you, this behavior that you're caught in? You know it's not worthy of your best self, and yet there you are. It's addiction, isn't it? When we can't stop reaching for it, we can't stop doing it. And yet your life is so valuable, you matter. And to live your life on purpose and to cultivate the habits that raise you and strengthen you so you can be your most beautiful, best, loving, caring, giving self. So to take a break from your habits so you see who's in the driver's seat in your life. And put yourself back in the driver's seat, whatever it is for you. There are other people in this room who have also struggled with addiction in this way and who have overcome it. You can get help. You can do it. Your life matters. It's valuable. This is the next pillar of Islam, fasting. Fasting not just from food, but fasting from other activities and behaviors as well. And when we fast from food in particular, and it says over again and again in the Quran, fasting is good for you if you only knew. Because we put too much in our bodies, don't we? We stress them. We overeat and put junk. And we don't honor the beauty of ourselves. And also, when we fast, hunger is not a theory in the head, it's an experience in the body when we fast from food, that feeling. And then when you see somebody else on the street who is begging, it's not a theory. You feel empathy because you know what hunger feels like. It's harder to close your eyes and walk right on by. Muhammad, that spiritual social genius, to create harmony and stability in society. The fourth pillar of Islam, fasting, taking a break from your habits. So practical, I love it.
Sebuah nasihat yang sangat menyentuh. Ia mengatakan manusia itu makhluk kebiasaan, tapi sesekali perlu rehat dari kebiasaan tersebut agar tidak kecanduan. Semoga nasihat yang berharga ini membuat ibadah puasa Ramadan yang sebentar lagi akan kita laksanakan menjadi lebih bermakna. Amin. Terakhir, mari kita simak uraiannya tentang haji, rukun Islam kelima. Inilah cuplikan videonya.
And I also love about Islam that it encourages us to take a break from our location, to travel with intention, to recognize the power of space, the sacredness of space, and how the greats who have walked on this earth have blessed the earth with their presence, their breath, their thoughts, their actions. I know you are on the verge of a major decision about this sacred space for you. You have made this place sacred by your presence here. And as you perhaps choose to move on, you will perhaps make a new place sacred by your use and your love. The earth is sacred. Our places are sacred. And when we travel with intention, we are changed by it. This is the fifth pillar of Islam, pilgrimage. And for Muslims, the pilgrimage is to Mecca, which none of us will probably go there. But where is pilgrimage for you? My last name is Kennedy. My family is Irish. My parents have gone to Ireland. My mother says there are no words to express what it is like to walk in that place of our ancestors, of the great Celtic saints and sages. It may not be Ireland for you or Mecca, but where is it for you? Anybody been to Walden? The place where that great book was written? It's a place of pilgrimage for many of us. Anybody been to Transylvania? A place of pilgrimage for many of us. And what happens when we go? We leave our usual haunts. We travel with intention. We let ourselves be changed, be opened by new experiences. new interactions, and we come back and we are not the same. We look at our lives and we say, why was I doing that? I'm not going to waste my one wild and precious life on that. And we come back renewed and with a new value, a new understanding of the sacredness of our location, the beauty of the earth. I love this about Islam. So practical.
Pemirsa, penjelasan ini barangkali memberi kita pemahaman baru tentang perjalanan menunaikan ibadah haji. Dan ucapan Dr. Mellen, ketika kita bepergian dengan niat, kita diubah olehnya. Sepertinya sejalan dengan ketentuan dalam pelaksanaan haji yang dinyatakan tidak sah kalau tidak diawali dengan niat. Yaitu ketika ibadah haji dijalankan dengan niat yang ikhlas serta hati yang tulus dan dilaksanakan sesuai syarat dan rukunnya, insya Allah akan membuahkan perubahan besar pada sikap dan perilaku, serta akan menghasilkan reward yang sepadan, berupa haji mabrur yang dijanjikan surga. Baiklah pemirsa, sekarang mari kita simak intisari dari ceramah Dr. Mellen Kennedy seperti yang dia sampaikan sendiri berikut ini.
What's the one thing that matters in your life? Hit that reset button regularly so you come back to your purpose. And don't be self-centered. Be always concerned about others and their needs. Those less well off especially. And recognize the sacredness of the temple of your body. Cultivate habits that are worthy of you, that lift you to the best of who you are. And recognize the sacredness of space and the gift of the ancestors, the sages, the saints, the prophets who have gone before us and held a beacon of example for us. Travel with intention. Let yourself be changed. The 5 pillars of Islam. What great practical advice for living your life on purpose.